I love being a fucking black woman. I love black women, period. That shit is lit. We look good. We're strong. We're smart. We're fun. And I wanted to create something that centered us. I wanted to put us in a space that celebrated us. I wanted to write a song that talked about just us being our fucking selves and what that means. Especially me being a black queer woman. All I need is safe spaces most days, and sometimes I don't always find them. But with this, like, I wanted to create something that did that, and we started to do that, and then shit just changed.
Fight, I'll take a shot.
But as usual, like I said, we're coming to you live from Meet Street Studios. But of course, this episode, however, is brought to you by Love Lavender Shea, where the intersection of love, the tenderness of lavender, and tranquility of shea butter collide. Okay, Love Lavender Shea is 100% organic skincare company designed with travelers in mind. Okay, head over to lovelavendershea.com and check them out. And of course, black owned and owned by a black woman, so it can't really get no better than that. If you use a coupon code or the discount code Black in the City, you will get 20% off of your product. So you might as well just scurry along and go get you something good.
Right, make that alligator skin grin.
Come on.
Yeah.
No Ashy Larry's over here, girl.
Give him something to touch, child.
I
Okay.
cannot take it. Well, welcome back. We're happy to see you. You know, we've had a lot going on, but
quite a lot.
as y'all can see, or if you're listening, you can't see, we've got some yummies on the table. We've got some food because we're integrating a little bit of Black in the City and Snack in the City. For those of you who have yet to watch, we're here to, bring it to you to make you, want to come eat with us a little bit more. But before we have another fabulous little chocolate drop with us. Okay. We had to step it up from 2 to 3 today.
Hey.
I like chocolate drop. Nobody's ever called me that.
Chocolate drop. Okay.
Oh my gosh. First time for everything. Be chocolate.
Yes.
And we go and let our friend, let our pal Liv introduce herself to you. She's going to kick it with us today.
What up? Yeah. What up?
Hey.
First off, thank you guys for letting me be on this podcast. I do a podcast with 2 men, so being on a podcast with 2 Black women.
Way better.
And you guys are already, yes. I love them though. But this is like way more fun. But yeah, I go by the name of Liv. I am a musician, entrepreneur. I'm ready to pod.
Come on,
I'm ready
talented.
to give some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I feel like you just were extra humble and we're like, I'm just a musician. I'm an entrepreneur. Can you tell us more about your musicianship?
I got you. Okay.
There you go. Tell the people.
Let's see. I do like hip hop, R&B. I love to rap and sing. I think I'm more of a singer than a rapper. I just like to rap because I like to use more fucking words and cuss more. I've been doing music since I was like 5.
It's into it.
Good. I was when I got on the way here, I was like, no, they fucking cuss on their podcast, so I can cuss great.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Started singing in church, and then
come on, Whitney Houston.
Oh, not that's
everybody be singing in church.
But then I just started doing my own thing outside of church, and then I didn't really take it seriously till like high school, and then I was like, I don't know, art, music, that's the fucking way to go. Like it
really is.
A degree in that shit and been doing it ever since.
What?
I got a degree in music performance.
Okay, come on in.
From what university?
WSU, go Cougs.
Oof, Wazoo.
Wait, who goes to UW here?
I'm an alum.
Dang.
Well, I went there for grad school.
Man, Abdul, I need you to start screening these.
Right, no. What do we got to do right now?
It's okay. It's okay. A pod divided. It's fine. It's fine.
We can call that. We can call it that low key.
I feel like I did both though. Like when I went to undergrad at Colorado State, which is like basically like the Wazoo of Colorado. Like y'all are in Pullman. I went to school in Fort Collins, and then I came here and basically did like the opposite. Like my rival school would be, CU Boulder, which is totally garbage, which is what UW would be. So I kind of like did
garbage.
Both.
I
did not say UW is garbage. I said CU Boulder is garbage. I feel that in my heart that CU Boulder is garbage is what I say.
Wait, so you went to UW when?
For grad school.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she went for undergrad.
True.
Okay.
Undergrad.
She said she went for real.
Okay. I went to Seattle U for grad school. Anybody cool with that?
Like Jordan? Like Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's cool. I feel like we can, for the sake of like black women, that
pod.
trumps our colleges.
Come
That's
on,
all I'm gonna
thank
say.
you for the cup, sis.
But yeah, Abdul, next time screen these anytime I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's fine.
She said, "Don't ever catch me. Let me be caught slipping like that again."
I just want to make it very clear: you've never seen a cat win in a fight with a dog.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'm about to start tagging Black in the City Pod any cat video I find.
No,
and they've been like,
we hate cats.
I hate like real cats, not like cougars though.
Whatever, they're all eating catnip.
Silly. Well, we're so glad to have you here. We're already having all the fun. You blessed us with the hookah.
Yes.
So now I'm feeling good.
Bring to the vibe, the aesthetic.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I mean, aesthetic. Nothing big, but you just dropped a video.
Casual.
Just casually just dropped it.
No big deal.
On Saturday. Was that fucking Saturday? That was Saturday.
And
Saturday
it's so amazing.
Thank you guys.
So, can I just like fangirl out because I wrote down some notes?
Oh, come on now.
Because first
way to be prepared.
I was captivated first because you started the video off with saying, "I love being a fucking black woman," and I was like, "Yeah, rewind it." I made them start the video over.
She sure did.
Yeah, she did.
We just watched it a minute ago before this.
I wanted to be in it again.
Wait, funny note about that. So I as I'm sending it to blogs and people to write about, there was one blog that didn't like it and said that like that whole beginning section was like a lot.
Who said
First
that?
of all, fuck you and your mama, okay?
I was like, I read that. I had to like read it a couple times because I was like,
you know what? Whoever
part
said
is
that,
a lot?
your mama's. Oh,
they were like, yeah, it was a bit much for me. I was like, oh, okay.
Were they black?
I don't think so.
Not.
If they said that, I'm gonna assume they were not. I don't think any black person would say that.
Like, first of all,
but I was like, okay, cool. I don't want you to post about it.
Right. Thank you so much.
Unbothered. Oh. Got you.
Oh, yes.
That
was called Unbothered.
Yes. And that's why we're Unbothered.
Unbothered released August 22nd this Saturday.
Amazing. It was so good. Okay. More notes. Sierra has notes. I'll wait till the end.
Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong because I wrote it really fast and I got excited. I'm chilling with shepherds. Y'all gossip with sheep.
Yes.
That was one of my favorites, and you can expound upon that in just a moment, please. And then my last
one please.
was write your name on everything and make them niggas feel it.
Okay.
I was like, yeah. Like I was
the price
like,
just went up.
Exactly.
No, literally though, because you think about black women's art or just like branding generally.
Hell yeah.
You want your name all over that. Like that's all you. So I was like, I loved it.
I really do like that. I'm going to co-sign on that piece because I feel like black women are often involved in music, even when we're not on the front end, especially popular music. And we rarely hear about them. Like, I know I was really surprised like a few summers ago when Migos, like their song, what do you call it? Wow, I can't think. That's one of my favorite ones now. And I'm
Sing
blanking.
it to me.
No, it's fucking what's the one with Lil Uzi that I can't think right now off the top of my head?
Bad and Bougie?
Bad and Bougie, Jesus. I'm like, it's right in the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But anyway, and they took over the whole summer with that song and they went platinum and all of that. And then just casually it dropped that the girl that was the engineer is a black woman and she had a picture with her plaque, like, her platinum plaques. And it was like, so y'all had a whole song like that and no one thought
didn't
you should
say
that like it was a whole ass black woman that like nailed it, went ham on the track, and y'all didn't have a fucking thing to say.
Yeah.
So I really, that resonated with me. Like, write your name on it and make sure everybody feel it.
Right.
Oh, her name is Keisha. Come on, Keisha. It's always a girl named Keisha. Go ahead.
Hey.
Thank you, Talaya. Yes, but I just think that that's so very relevant. So I appreciated that sentence.
Yes.
Oh goodness, I have so much to say about just first and foremost why I even had black women in mind when I wrote the fucking song.
Tell us all about it.
Everything.
Because I wrote it on like a day where it was one of those I'd been mansplained to.
Yeah.
God, I was struggling with which I feel like every woman who's an artist goes through like they want you to be a particular kind of artist.
Yes.
And I don't know, I was having a really like a pissed off kind of day. And so I kind of sat down at my desk at work and I heard the me in my head actually first before anything. And then I was just like, let me just kind of I got 2 lines. I think the first line was the tell me doesn't make a difference. And I just kind of like started like scrapping it out. And it was like 10 minutes and I already had like the first, like before the very last rap part. Went to the studio.
Saying you're super powered. Got it. Okay, cool.
That is
got it. Cool. 10 minutes. I wrote a whole song. Got it. Cool.
I got to the studio and I was like, Shayhan, who's produced it, I was like, let me just turn that beat from the other day on. I just gotta like get this shit off my chest. And I really was like, I wanted to write something that basically celebrated be your fucking self.
Yeah.
Be a black woman, be free.
Yeah.
Because I often feel like we are put in boxes. We're told to act a certain way. I've definitely been told a lot. Like, even when I first started writing music, like, don't cuss. You know, maybe you shouldn't cuss in your... I'm like, I love putting a melody to the word fuck. I was just like I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I don't want to, like, if I got to just, I want to say it. And so I was like, I wanted to kind of put that kind of energy. I wanted to put that energy into the song. And especially that, so this is a safe space. I've listened to your podcast, so I know.
Oh, yeah. Say what
I'm a black
girl. Don't stress, confess, okay?
I'm also like, I'm a black bisexual woman. I was also struggling with stuff with that and like being a writer and like, okay, I'm not just gonna get on here and just talk about men because man, that might be better. I'm not just gonna get here and talk about like girls. I'm just gonna like talk about the real shit, both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything that you
they all be messing up.
Okay.
Oh yes, exactly. And that's why I put the like middle fingers to the whole world. If you went down who I'd be, hold hands with who you please.
That was
like, hey, do what you want to fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the song kind of goes, I was just getting even more like, I gotta let these niggas like they gonna feel this shit, you know. And so when I got to the chillin' with shepherds, gossip with sheep, that was definitely one of these. I think people really be thinking I don't know, they assume they're doing so much and like to talk shit. And I'm just like, man, I do my own thing. I know who I be fucking with. I know the niggas I fuck with and talk to are real people. Right, I don't do shit for show. I don't do shit for clout, which is also why I put that in the fucking thing. And I was like, dude, my people, the people I fuck with, Harvest House people, like, nigga, they're real people.
Right.
Come on, Harvest House. I see you have a lovely shirt there.
Right.
Yes.
Come on, Brandon.
Yes. Come on there.
Tie-dye really soon.
Abdul, we're waiting on our shirts too.
Right. And those shirts are dropping very soon.
Like,
so we're
no
excited.
big deal.
Shout out to Harvest House. Shout out.
Yes, definitely shout out to Harvest House because technically it's like all of us are low key on like Death Row Records, like low key, but like in a good way because it's like
without the killing, without the killing, without Suge Knight.
Yeah, we need like an H or something and throw up like Harvest House. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Harvest House is just on some kombucha and maybe a few smokes.
Right. Okay.
It's
some
not
yerba mate.
Yeah. Come on.
Hey, for real.
That's what we do. Yes.
Okay, wait. We're in a perfect segue because I realized we're supposed to be eating also, and we are not because we're so interested in what you're saying. And I want to continue, but we're going to continue it over small bites. So Sierra's going to tell us what we have, and then we're going to fuck it up. We're going to tell you how it feels and how it tastes and how it makes our soul feel, and you know. But I will tell you, it's Malaysian, right? Didn't make that up?
Yes.
So good.
So
it smells amazing. For those of you who can't see it, tell us, Sierra.
So here, the food we will be trying pretty soon here today. On September 3rd, they'll be providing free meals to the community at the South Park Community Center.
Yeah.
They'll be serving chicken and vegetarian mee hoon noodles and vegetarian egg rolls. Every week, local cooks, caterers, and restaurants provide free hot meals to anyone in the South Park Community Center. No questions asked. Follow at urbanfreshfood.co on IG for more news and event details. So check that out. They'll be also hosting a food pop-up at Cafe Avole. And that is a community-focused Ethiopian cafe located in South Seattle. And that's also where we record in South Seattle.
Yeah.
That has been providing pop-up space to up-and-coming BIPOC food caterers. Follow Cafe Avole at Cafe Avole on IG.
Spell
for
it.
event details. It is Cafe. Y'all know how to spell cafe because you went to school to get more knowledge.
Okay.
AVOLE. V as in Vicky, because that's my weekend name.
Hey, come on, Vic.
So yes.
Victoria, don't tell nobody.
So the food provided tonight has been by them. Tonight we'll be having some. I'm going to mess up these food names, so I don't know if I should say them.
Say them. Please say them.
I'm gonna mess it up.
Say them.
Ooh,
you want me to say
be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Okay.
It's not gonna be good.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna be as
girl. You better say it in Spanish.
I'm black as hell. Okay, we've got some char kway teow with shrimp, which are stir fried.
You only know chicken and rice. What's up,
girl? Okay, which are stir fried flat rice noodles, which are from Penang. Which if you like Asian food, Penang curry. Okay.
Come on, Penang,
popular island in Malaysia.
Yes,
we
got
Penang. Hey, hey, come on, Penang. I feel like I don't know if we actually have this on our plate. The roti jala. I don't know if we have that. We might not because I don't see curry.
I definitely don't have it on my plate.
Okay, I skip it. We don't actually have it because y'all know I'd have been hyped because I'm West Indian and we love roti in all of its forms. So we do have then vegetarian mee hoon, which is Indonesian stir fried rice vermicelli noodles served with tofu and julienne vegetables. Oh, come on, julienne.
Come on, Mihoon.
And then on the table, which is not, I do have one on my plate. I lied. It's called curry pop, which are Malay-style curry puffs filled with curried beef and potatoes. All right, so I'm going to put my hand down, the phone down.
I'm very stressful right now.
I want to take a bite.
We're going to see what it's like.
I'm going to try the stir-fried shrimps
I'm going to go
and
to
the
shrimp
veggies
first because that's who I am.
Okay.
That shrimp is all tender.
Okay, come on, juicy shrimp.
Ooh.
Okay,
this
first
the vermicelli
bite. Yes,
noodles?
vermicelli noodles, rice
Vermicelli.
noodles. Okay, first bite vibes. I'm enjoying.
I'm enjoying. I'd eat that. This is the type of meal that I would pretend I cook.
Might have a little spice to it.
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Little kid.
Little bit, got a little
Gluten-free.
bite to it. Got a little bounce to it. Yeah, spicy noodles are gluten free. We got a little ASMR going on over here.
Right. Let me get me a little.
I'm like, let me get something that crunches. So you can really
Right?
hear it.
Okay, what are the first bite vibes, guys? Everything to me. Damn, that's crazy. Sarah dropped her fork. It feels all very fresh and light to me. Like very good. Like clearly they just made it today. You know what I'm saying? Nothing feels like it all feels like very fresh and really
Yeah, I
kind of
made it
like
today.
all right, very kind of bright, which I like. I really like when my food has like lots of colors in it, you know, like colorful. That means
And
there's veggies
crunchy.
in it.
I was gonna say the crunch is what I like when vegetables have just the right amount.
Right. You don't want slimy vegetables.
Ew, ugh. I know I barely like cooked veg, so
And if you're getting this for free at the events that they have coming up, I'm into it.
Right.
I'm like,
this thing is busting.
yeah, it's
No,
very
hell
good.
yeah.
Not
Okay,
even
I'm gonna
pretty
try
good,
the
it's
little
very
puff
Is it tofu?
pastry, and then we'll keep talking
Tofu?
about all of your music and telling us about Unbothered because it gives me all the vibes. You know what it made me think of when we were watching? You give me very, at least the song, I will say, gives me very like Erykah Badu vibes in the sense of like not only like the sound choice, but you know when you listen to Erykah and it sounds like she's talking to you, like she's not singing, like she's just. It almost like feels like she's just talking. Like I definitely get that same energy. Like you could just be walking and talking to me, but it's so harmonious. It's so like thoughtful, but it just feels like you talk like just talking to all your fellow Black girls, and I really love that. So
I mean,
That
and
was
honestly, I feel like
great
it was that
compliment,
thing that
you're welcome.
we
But that's
needed
immediately
right
what
now,
I thought
though.
of. Yes.
Like I
Hell
feel
yeah.
like when I listened to it, like that was one of my first reactions. We need this song right now. Like I felt seen.
Yep.
I felt all the vibes. Like. And just seeing all the Black women that were throughout the video, I was like
Shout out to
Talaya,
them. Yes.
Talaya was in there. We saw
with the
you.
cameos, girl, going
Yeah.
It
off.
almost, the video almost didn't, oh goodness, it almost happened. So the crew of guys, shout out to the Displaced Media guys, kind of came and said, we have this concept. We would love to like do a music video with you. It's 4 Black men. So 4, yeah, I was like, no, it's not 5. And we had pre-production meeting. We had a whole kind of almost a different concept, still centered around Black women, but it was supposed to be Black women and the microaggressions that we face on a daily. We had scenes where we were getting our hair touched. We had a
Girl.
scene where
Happens far too
pregnant
much.
Black woman on a bus, around a whole bunch of rowdy kids. It was a lot of different scenes, and this was before COVID basically kind of took over our lives. And so that what you see mostly in the video, we had one day where we were able to shoot.
Yeah.
And we almost didn't do it. We had a conference call the day before, and we were like, okay, do we do it? Do we not? And we were just like, okay, it's the biggest scene. Let's at least just, get this done.
Yeah.
But we didn't know we were going to like shut down the way we did.
Yeah.
So we do that scene, and then literally a week later, they're like, oh, everything's shut down.
I can't do my motherfucking thing.
Yep. So we were like, we don't know how we're going to do this video. So many times we tried to figure out how to get people together to shoot. We couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Abdul and Justin, the directors, were able to come to my house and kind of start our new concept, which we were like, we just kind of got to give a nod to what's going on. And I told Justin, I was like, I do want to talk about somehow, because I was like, I feel like we need to talk about why the fuck this took such a turn.
Right.
Which is kind of how the intro came to be. I just held my phone up and I was sitting in my closet and I just was like talking like,
Yeah.
this is kind of the real shit. What happened?
Yeah.
And God, and Justin and Abdul have a lot of projects they're working on. Again, we couldn't get everybody together. And finally, I got the footage, and we were all just like, okay, let me just look at everything and see and like edit it. So I edited the video, but I looked at all the footage, and I was like, I mean, the women in the video did the work. Like, I was just like, right now, we just got to capture us just living life and being free and happy. And I wrote and I said, I was like, I wrote this like 2 days ago. I was saying like, this is kind of like art imitating life, but we didn't want it to be that. That's kind of just ended up being where it was like, literally in the video, I'm just like wishing to be back with the women that one day. And I was like, that really is kind of how it is now. Just because of how everything is like transgressed over the last few months. It's like, I would love to just go back to that day. Because I mean, they had all the energy. They came in, they were professional. When it was time to turn up, they knew to turn up. And half the women I grew up with, like, were my best friends. So the scene where I'm like rapping to the ground, all those women I grew up with. So like since middle school, so those are my best friends. And then some of the other women I had met that day, but it was like, it was cool. It was like great camaraderie.
Everybody looks happy and moisturized.
Yeah. It was such a fun, like,
and luxurious.
It was
like
hair was
smelled like
moisturized.
cocoa butter in there.
It was so fun, and it was like a party. Like, it ended up being like, we did the scenes where obviously we had to kind of get direction, but other than that, I mean, I feel like everything came so natural.
I honestly, watching the video, it's amazing how when you're doing a body of work, how you can have one thought at the beginning and it turns out being a whole different thing. Well, I think it's important how you were saying, like, we had different scenes about the struggles of Black women. I think sometimes it's even more healing to see Black women celebrating each other.
And just
to
being
be like,
happy.
Yeah, because it's like, we know those things are going on, but at the same time, it shows that. And I think you really set up your video to be a very timeless video because it's historic. Like, even the video starting with 2020 BC before COVID.
Yes.
Like, that is a time that, like, you know, the generations after us, this is a time that they're not gonna live in. This is a time that we lived in specifically, right? Yeah. Specifically in our generation. So I thought that was a very nice touch. I'm like, this is going to be a historical video for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So
it's a really good snapshot of the time of where we are. I think that's great. And you keep it forever.
I didn't think we were gonna, like, there was a couple times where I was like, I feel like, I don't know if this is a wash. I don't know if it's even gonna make sense to put it out just because of so much has gone on. And then I kind of came to the same conclusion. Like, I don't know, this we need the happiness. We need the positivity. We all worked so hard to like get this, to even get just the footage that we had. Yeah. And also I was like, the women who did such a good job in the video, I was like, they deserve to be seen. That was my main thing. I was like, this is more their video than mine. And they deserve to kind of have their moment.
Absolutely. But I fully enjoyed watching the video and seeing a lot of people that I knew in the video.
Yeah, Lil Malat was in there.
Yeah, Malat was in there. Talea was in there. It's hella dope. Like, Isis was in there.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah, it was a Harvest House situation I could see.
Come on,
but
situation.
It's dope because you're like seeing how big, obviously, that you're gonna be because you already have the star power. You're a writer. Like, you're set to go. So I think it was just a privilege just to see, you know, just see people that we know that are in your videos doing the thing. I really enjoyed it. So
thank you.
It was good.
I need to do another one like that so you guys can like be in the next one.
I totally, like, I will totally drink Hennessy in the background of all your videos.
Without question.
Yes.
Like,
if you need some hype girls on stage, we could do that.
I'll put on lotion.
I can't tell you. I cannot wait till we can.
I could do that.
Bring like a big groups of people back together again.
We can do that. We can do a mass video.
We were actually we started filming this. And then it was supposed to be a show. It was supposed to be me, Talea, and this girl named London Day, who's a rapper. We were about to do, it was supposed to be called the Brown Sugar Party.
Ooh.
That was
I would have been there with my bells on.
That just,
but it's
like,
okay.
That's
still like, because it didn't happen, it could still, but that was going to be the whole point of like an all Black woman show, bringing Black women together to have like, I mean, basically the video, but like in a venue and then performances.
Damn COVID.
I know, the fuck?
It really did. It really...
That's crazy. No, that sounds like such a good concept. So I do have some questions for you now that we're talking about this song that you just dropped, but I would love to, well, one, I want to know more, and I would love for the listeners to know more about like what, I have a couple questions about you. Let me just, get my brain together. But can you talk to us a little bit about like one, what inspired you to want to do music, but what kind of artists maybe inspire or compel you to do the kind of work that you do? And then a secondary question, which happy to repeat, is can you kind of share with us what your opinions are of kind of the state of music and Black women? We talked last week on
I have so much to say.
I know, or 2 weeks ago, maybe, I can't think whatever episode this is on. But we talked about WAP and how people are just, dickheads about Black women. And I would just love to hear from an artist perspective, how do you feel about Black women in the industry? So 2 questions. Many things for you to say, I'm sure. Right, that's why I'm like, I'm ready.
What do you think?
I need to hear it from you.
So the main person who kind of inspired me to start doing music probably is my older sister. Mm-hmm. She's also a singer.
Come on,
and
vocals.
she's like introduced me to all the cool music. I'd say like because my parents introduced me to like obviously 60s, 70s soul music that was just blasted on the speakers. Oh yeah. But my sister like introduced me to 90s and above music. Cool. Yes. But she was like really into singing, and I remember she would like at like 5 years old like force me to sit at the keyboard, and she like play a note. She'd be like, "Olivia, sing this," and I didn't want it because it was like it wasn't as a kid. You're just like I just want to like sing Michael Jackson, yeah. But she was like, "Okay, match this pitch, do this," and like I don't know. She kind of like started that spark, of just wanting to sing, and then also really like helped kind of cultivate that creativity. Her actually my mom too. Like they really were just like, okay, Olivia is like I'm a busy kid. I like to do sports and I like to make stuff, and they were really supportive and just like whatever gets you like keeps you out of trouble and like
keeps your brain
engaged.
Right.
Yeah.
But it kind of just like once that was like sparked, and I've heard this said in like a music doc, like pretty much once you get that itch to do music or be creative, that shit just it sticks. Like no matter what I've done in life, I always come back to creativity and music. Like I don't know. It's just a part of like everything.
I love it. That means you're doing the right thing, that you're on the right path, that you're aligned with what you're supposed to be doing.
Hell yeah.
That's the universe.
What was the second question? Oh, artists had inspired me. I think, when I think about like really like artists that were like pivotal moments and I discovered them. First one, everybody would say like MJ, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with the Moonwalker movie. From back in the day. I'd watch that shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I really, really wanted like penny loafers and a glove. And instead my mom gave me the church shoes with the ruffle socks. She wouldn't give me the the penny. Yeah. So I was really upset about that. They were still like the little patent leather, but I wanted like the penny loafers.
Give me the real deal, mom.
Right.
But she was not having it. But I think like another artist that when she like came on the scene, I like was like, oh shit, I want to like sing like her, write like her, was Alicia Keys.
Wow.
So she came on the scene with the braid, also like the braids. I don't know,
as
like
a whole ass black lady, as a black woman, her black ass.
I remember that was like 6th grade, songs in a minor. I played that shit over and over, and I was just like, her vibe was cool. She wasn't, I don't know, she felt different from other artists that I'd seen. Outside of like the other person before her probably be like Lauryn Hill, but that like it hadn't been someone since Lauryn that really like captivated me. Yeah. But those are like the main like women. I think another artist I would say, God, I wish he was like still kind of really doing music, but like Music Soul Child was another one.
Oh yes, girl.
Gosh.
Man, I just want I still want to sing tattooed somewhere on my body.
You
Space.
I don't know. Those were like
some of the most timeless music.
Yes, that first project, I could like play that over and over. I don't know. I loved like lyrics.
Music.
Yes,
well written music.
And
I was obsessed.
That actually sing,
right and
like I feel like that's what today is missing. It's like people that can actually sing, not any of the runs and the riffs. Like your voice is pure in the way that it is. Like, I mean, I enjoy the little riff run, because I grew up on the Clark sisters, so I enjoy
hell yeah
running, like all that. But that's
I think to go like, I don't know if I'm gonna lose some cool points for this, but I had to like, because I do like rap too, but this is
love it.
The rapper that like really got me into rap, like where I was like, I'm obsessed and I want to rap, was Eminem. I was obsessed.
You don't lose cool points for that.
Okay, I don't know. Sometimes, there's some black people who love Eminem. There's some
look at Jordan was like,
having it.
I feel like it's hard to. I feel like we can't say like 90s, early 2000s Eminem. I feel like we can't talk bad about that Eminem.
Let me explain why I liked him.
More recent Eminem we could all debate about, but like when we got little B Rabbit, when we got little motherfucking.
He gave us the things.
Let me explain, because I know like even now when I listen to some of his old stuff, super problematic, and I'm like, as a queer person, there's obviously a lot of shit.
There's a lot to take in.
But when I first, I don't know what it was, but when I first heard that, like, hi kids, do you like nine? We don't sing nine. I don't know, like the way it was the rhyme scheme, everything. I
His
just like the way.
complex too.
Yeah.
They are. You
Right.
really
And I
gotta
like that he
listen.
I liked the like, I don't give a fuck attitude. I mean, obviously only a white man could really step on it and like really say that like that.
Right.
like,
But
bite
I
me,
was
I'm not
like,
gonna do shit.
I was like, oh shit. And my mom would have like killed me if she heard that. I was like, listen to that. So that was all headphone music.
In
Never
your room
played out
under the
loud.
I
blanket.
can't even hate on it
Never.
because honestly, when it was MTV TRL Top 10 live,
Honestly.
we was all bopping our heads to Eminem. When
Right.
Slim Shady came out,
Bombing
like, it
on my
was a thing.
sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah, I was like, it's a lot to take in.
I know that whole
Girl,
soundtrack.
We saw
8 Mile came out. You
We
know?
saw 8 Mile. What's up?
I saw that in theaters a lot of
Shit.
times.
That-
My friends do not like him, by the way. They're gonna hear this and be like, Olivia.
Well, because there's not a lot to like.
He's
There's
a lot to take in. He really is. It's a lot. I mean, when you think about it, his lyrics have been very violent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
But
man
it's
hates
fine.
women.
But you know, also, can I just like
Go
put
ahead.
this
Just
in-
go ahead. Just
Speaking
go ahead.
of violent, so because the next question, obviously, that she
Right.
asked you was about WAP, and before you answer the question, I just want to say
Say it.
that people want to talk about Cardi B and Meg all day,
Oh,
but like
Jesus,
on the
Jesus.
low, well, we really need to be talking about Janae
Janae Aiko.
because first of all, she's way more violent. And she's
Way
more
more
raunchy.
nasty.
Way more
it's just because she
raunchy.
says it in like a little like this.
Yeah, in a
just
little
be
neo soul
singing.
voice. Like literally, if you
You
listen
think
to
you
Triggered,
can
it's a
fucking
lot.
nigga. Like
Right,
that's why.
exactly.
That's why.
She got a whole
Listen to
song called
Trigger.
Pussy Fairy, bro. What?
Now that's a good song, especially
It's
the
a
one with
bop.
the
It's like when you say like fuck in an airy voice versus like fuck. It's just people
Yeah.
feel it differently.
They feel the
being
rage
good, I'm a bad
differently.
bitch. Like it's a little
Yeah.
aggressive. But even on, if you think about songs like Triggered, she really was like, don't know what I'm capable of. Might fuck around and go crazy on cuz. Might fuck around and have to pay me in blood.
Right, like bitch,
Cardi
But
and
she did it with
Meg
a
has
da
never
da da
said-
da da.
Yeah, and I was like, oh word, somebody might have to pay us in blood, girl.
Okay, even on her verse on the remix of My Type, like all she's
Yeah.
from
Like,
starting
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
them be the
I'm
ones.
free.
Them be the women that like the ones you think are like the soft and like nothing.
burning sage
Yeah.
and shit, but whatever,
Yeah,
Megan.
let's not forget that she grew up on Slauson.
Yeah.
And she will not let
Let's-
you forget it.
Let's not
At all.
forget.
Never that.
I just had to throw that out there because I'm sick of it. Like Janae,
Leave
like,
us out of
I
it.
support Janae. I support Janae, all of them. But I'm just
100%.
playing. Like I'm just saying, don't try to like play like Meg and Cardi are like
The worst.
The
So they
worst,
say the
because-
worst. That's
no.
not true.
None of
And I listen to
it's
all
the
of
worst.
them.
Let me. I
Yeah,
just.
it's
I
not
gotta
the
ask
worst.
because I have
I'm
so much to
into
say
it.
about the
Right.
WAP.
Answer the question.
I
Go
enjoy
ahead, girl.
Pussy Fairy a lot.
Yes, we
Yes.
on the way.
We come on,
Hello.
little liquor. Yeah,
You better.
yeah, that.
Okay.
Come on.
Any like I said before, anything I like it if you could just say that shit on the track. I don't care. You're cussing. Like I like for you to
Right.
just like
Say
be
it. Be
explicit.
free.
Say that shit.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you can find a creative way. If you're like I like that shit. So I was already ready. I knew kind of had a feeling the song was about to be.
Bussin'.
Yes.
And it
Somebody-
was.
First of all, the beat hits. I just man, and I love Meg. Love,
doesn't love Meg?
Swoon,
I mean, who
swoon,
doesn't?
swoon.
Who-
Oh my goodness.
Like,
But
just
I was
want
like,
her stomach.
I love the way everything that they said. I was like, they're speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Any nigga who don't like a woman talking about like, do you want to fuck with this wet ass pussy? If you have a problem with that, you're just
Then
you're,
you
like
a
nigga,
hoe.
you're a weirdo.
You
like
a
nigga,
hoe.
you don't want to have sex with.
You
a
don't
woman.
like vagine.
You don't
That's
want
what
to.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
You don't like vagine.
No.
You don't like.
Or
vagina.
you
You don't like
getting
sex.
any.
Period. So it's like,
Like, yeah,
or
what
you're
you-
not
what do
getting
you want her
any.
to do to whisper it to you? No, you're
I
going to
don't
be involved in
understand
this.
it.
y'all
in this
seen the
WAP.
what's the Republican nigga's name? Bryant Shapiro or the hell? Yes, when he reads, he said, "Effing this wet a p word." I'm like,
Excuse me.
you can't say it. Like you're that like turned off by you can't even just say. He was like p word, p word. It was
But what
weird.
I think is the most interesting about
his
the
wife don't got the
song-
WAP, by the way.
Clearly not. I feel like what makes me the most upset about the pushback about the song is that like all of the rage is so like deeply embedded in patriarchy because men get so mad when women use the word pussy and they feel like it's so vulgar when like the first thing you do to disrespect a man is call him a pussy. That's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. But when I actually talk about my own body parts and like reframe the word for what
and how I'd like them to be used.
yeah,
Yeah.
like now I'm vulgar and I'm inappropriate.
Which also it's like, why can't we talk about sex? I don't
and
understand.
it's first of all, it's
We
my
have
vagina.
it.
I can talk about
Yeah.
my own vagina if I
like
want.
they like y'all niggas can talk about what you want to do to a girl because and sometimes their lyrics be like, I don't even know if she even wants that.
Right,
And the way you
like,
talk about it, but we can't
talking about
talk about
drugging
what
bitches
we
in your
want.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. We talk about it. I feel like it's pretty wholesome. You know, it's pretty.
Yes.
I feel like it's pretty. This is what I want. It's very straight, direct, and
This is
forward.
healthy.
You understand?
This is healthy.
This is consent in a song. I'm telling you precisely what I would like.
Yeah.
Precisely what you're allowed to
Yeah.
do. Precisely what I'm green lighting you for.
Come on,
versus the
consent.
opposite. Niggas
Why
be
would you
talking
have
that
a
talk,
problem with that?
And you don't even know if the bitch like your ass, and you talking all this shit. You might not even get the fucking number, dog. Like I don't.
Most of them do not. I
They
would bet
really
you they
don't.
Yeah, no, because they get blocked in 2 weeks, and it's a lot. Honestly, I had a conversation with my parents this past weekend about what does it stand for. So I'm not gonna say it.
Oh.
So I told my
yeah,
mom.
so funny. Oh
Yeah, I was giving her clues. I was like, not dry, but wet.
Wet.
And then
Y'all did charades
Yeah, right. Yeah. Then we
together.
did ass. She only got wet ass. And I wasn't gonna say the rest. Of my mom was like, she said, "What does it stand for? Hoe ass people?" And I said, "Mom, whore is spelled with a W. That is whore."
Not
And
hoe.
so I was like, "No, yeah." And so then my dad was like,
She said whore ass people.
and my dad said,
Some people are those are different wops.
Yes.
What did he say? He said, "Well, if I want some wet ass, I'm just gonna get in the shower." And I said, "Dad, I want to know what you just said. It's very suggestive. Like it's not." So that ended the conversation.
I've been
But then
like,
we
you know what,
started-
that's it.
You know, we
That's
started
it.
talking about child development with that. It's fine. And I was like,
Child development.
I was like, I'm not gonna say it to you because you guys are
You don't know how to
stressing me out.
act.
If you want some wet ass, why would? So you want your own wet ass? Dad,
I remember the only reason I haven't like played it for my mom or showed it to her. She's super old school black mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
super old
not
school.
playing. My mom.
She
would
got
be
into
like,
the
no.
she got into the car one time and I didn't even realize the song was playing, but it was Classic Man remix. And she happened to get right into the car when Kendrick says, "I eat the pussy from my nourishment." And she was like, "I ain't never disrespecting my mama like this. You got this playing." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then she was like,
in here.
I was like,
okay?
"Oh, the song." And so she the whole time her just mad the whole ride home. I'm
Oh,
like, "Mom,
Manta.
I wasn't even the song was just playing. I'm sorry. Like I wasn't trying to disrespect you."
Right, dang.
She's like, "I never, my whole life, my mama ain't never got in my car and heard something." I'm like,
Chill,
it was
bro.
not intentional.
Chill.
So I'm like, I'm not even gonna.
Sis is the first
my
time
parents,
for everything.
my parents probably heard the song. My parents are so like hip and with it. Like my dad, just off the strength of it being like part of like the public forum, like discussion, he would
gonna
listen to
listen.
it just because he needs to know. Like my parents will get annoyed when we play shit that's super vulgar at home, but like we playing that shit anyway. But so they hear all kinds of stuff, but I didn't play it for them or ask them if they heard it. But I can guarantee at least one of them has heard the song at this point.
Bruh, my
I be
dad
rapping Meg
almost
up and down.
broke our HP when we was playing Lovers and Friends, and it got to Lil Jon's part. I don't want him to listen to WAP.
She said he almost broke the whole computer.
Yeah, because he said, because you know Lil Jon said, "I've been knowing you for a long time, but fucking was never on my mind or whatever."
Yeah.
My dad
He
was
gonna
like,
throw the HP.
Shout
You
it.
play,
He was
you
like,
play WAP.
"Look," my dad was like, "You better turn that,
That
shit off." Cause he was like, "On Crip, you better turn that shit off." And I was like, "Wow, I guess we should turn it off." Because so every time that song plays at a party, I get really triggered. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Right.
I
like
hate
it.
the narrative that niggas got on Twitter and kept saying just about like, is this what we want our young women? I don't want my daughter to see this.
Is
and
that what you want
da-da-da-da.
your
Yes, I
sons
want
to
her
hear?
to
The shit
see
that
it.
y'all listen to?
If I have a daughter, she needs to know. It needs to be wet and hygienic.
Hello.
My daughter should know for the future.
We ain't never had to
Well,
put lip
Exactly.
gloss
So I'm
on
like
it.
this like whole like the way we're like taboo around like that kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, have like a real conversation. Like if this is spark some dialogue.
Bro,
let it
they're
spark
gonna
that. But
have
also
it
this
on
like,
for
oh, if they
kids.
listen to this, they're gonna be bad. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
What is that? What do they do? What is it for kids when they change the lyrics of the
Kids
song?
Bop.
Kids Bop. This shit gonna be on
There's
Kids
some
Bop in a
chores
hot.
in this
I
house.
got to say
Hey,
them chores in this house.
Hey.
They gonna be because
Wash them dishes, nigga. Take a charge.
Yeah.
Wash them. Because I'm going to take a charge. You don't
Get
wash
outside,
dishes.
mow the lawn.
Right. Oh,
that's a bop right there.
Yeah.
You better clean your motherfucking room,
Wash them dishes on
boy.
bitch ass. Like, it's a lie.
I'm so weak because I think that it's just really a kind of narrow like mindset to think that your kids are not going to hear songs that are popular. They are, so you might as well let them hear the clean edited version of music. But like the concept that you think they're not going to hear it with their friends, so they're gonna play the unedited or the edited version on the radio. Like they're gonna play the music. So I think
They
it's
gonna hear
really
that song.
stupid for people to be like, "Oh, you're gonna let your kids hear it?" Like, my God, you don't even know what the fuck your kids is listening to in the first
Them
place.
and their friends probably turned that on and they were like, Okay.
Right, and like we said before,
they don't even know what it means.
Right.
Nah.
They don't know.
They really
see
can't
Cardi,
conceptualize
Meg.
what that means. Like they don't
know.
They really don't even know what their bodies are doing for real. So it's like, I mean, and like we said before, we grew up on way worse. We grew up on Kaya. Come
My
on.
neck.
Yeah.
And my
Oh no.
back.
Me and my friends were just playing Acanelli. Put it in my mouth.
Come on. Put it in your mouth.
Hey.
I was like, that song crawled so WAP could walk.
Yeah,
that song,
exactly.
man.
And slob on my
Slob
knob.
on my knob.
Definitely
All
Check
crawl.
with me.
Into your
Trina,
dumb.
look
Hey.
back at it.
Okay.
Come on.
Not even Trina. When the song that she came out with, nah, nigga. Like the first time she came out, she was talking about hoeing for the entire song.
Or the baddest bitch, she said, I'm going to make him eat it with my period on.
Okay, bitch. And
I said, ma'am, it's a lot to take in.
we've been growing up with it for a
She
while.
said she was opening up the Red Sea for the masses.
Oh no.
For her
Moses.
mans. Moses. Okay. You said she wanted Moses to get in there, huh? You want Moses to get up there?
I honestly think when it comes to just anything like that, especially when I think about like parents and my parents, like if you make stuff weird, then it makes
weird.
it weird. Like if you don't make it weird, don't make it a big deal, it won't be a big deal.
Right.
I feel like, because I feel like sometimes it's like, it doesn't really need to be that serious. Have a conversation with your kids if you want.
Basically.
They're going to hear the song either way. But if you make a big deal, first of all, I feel like kids are going to want to be like, oh, they don't want me to listen to it?
Now I gotta
Let me
listen
call
to
my,
it.
yeah, I was like, let me call my homegirl. She probably could let me listen to it. So I'm like, I
Right.
hate when they do that. Like, just don't make it weird.
Don't even
But
acknowledge
it's
the
like,
shit.
but partially though, like with our generation, that's what we're like. Each generation is trying to evolve, because the thing about it is, I feel like our parents have these fears and these, hang-ups about what we listen to and what we do, because they know what they used to do.
Of course.
You know,
and
so
we
you
know what
think
we
about-
used to do. We
Right.
have the same anxiety.
Right. And so it's kind of like, I don't want my kid to do what I used to do, because I was out, doing some things,
That's
powder
life
through or
though.
whatever,
But they going to do
so
it.
it's
They're
life.
going to do it.
They're going to do it. So
My
parents
grandma
get
told me
scared.
one time, she said nothing, and my mom says the same thing. There is nothing that you do that is new.
Nothing's new under
All
the
the
sun.
things, right? All the things that you think you need to keep secret and that are you afraid to talk about. I already did the shit. Your grandma did the shit. Your auntie did the shit. Nothing you're doing is new, but it feels new to every person because obviously we each are like living it in our own lived experience from our own perspective. But nothing that we do is new, and so thinking that we're gonna protect our kids from everything or like.
Yeah.
Try to extra censor the things like, sir, did you listen to the shit that was popping when you was the 70s?
You definitely did.
And what, Cameo
Right.
or 80s and Cameo was all the rage, or like
Was
some
it
wild
sexual
shit.
healing? You
And
listen
all
to
the
that, like,
Marvin
quietly by
Gaye-
yourself.
Exactly. When people were like stressed, Rick James, and everybody was
Yeah.
stressed about it, and you was in your room in your hot pants
I know my
going
parents
off. Like,
definitely
why do you have an
kicking it.
attitude? It's just the exact same thing happening right now
I
to
feel like
this generation.
Our
Relax.
parents' generation didn't talk about stuff. It was like they knew stuff was happening, but it's like, we don't acknowledge this. We don't talk about it. We don't like.
We just gonna do
you
it
know,
though, but we're
not gonna say stuff
none.
explicitly. We might do some innuendos, but like.
But they say stuff explicitly. They do.
But that's the thing, though, is like with parents too. Like even for example, I'm a
Come
church
on, example.
girl, okay, a church girl, whatever. Growing up in the church, what we learn is that the people are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the power of the testimonies. Correct.
Hey.
So if you tell your kids your testimony, maybe they wouldn't be doing so much stupid shit.
because you would
Like,
That's what
been
I'm
able
exactly.
to help them and tell them.
Yeah, my mom used to be like, she would brag. She's like, I used to work 6 days a week and I would party for 7. But then she
Go
did
ahead,
for
girl.
me, I'm the mover and the shaker, always at places. And she's like, you just need to stay home. Where are you going? Where do you think I got this from?
That's what I say.
Where?
Exactly.
See, my
Where?
parents.
If you
embrace
lived your
it.
life,
They
I'm
know.
gonna go
I'm
live
gonna
my
live
life.
honey. What's going on?
You
What's
can't.
happening?
You gonna
with
have
it?
kids that are just like you. My mom was out in the streets all the time. Every
I'm
party,
a
every
streeter.
place. Hello, that's why I be in the
not
street.
to be mistaken for a street urchin. Okay?
Nope.
You sound a streeter.
Come on, street urchin.
We know the
Okay,
difference.
listen. We got some advice.
And that was not
to
talking
give.
about sex workers at all. That was talking about street urchins, and we know them.
Okay.
We know them.
Yes.
They belong to
be
the
out
streets.
there.
They
They
belong
be
to the
married.
streets. We have advice
Street
to give you
urchins.
guys. I just realized you've been
Yeah.
talking about street urchins and
They be out there.
By the way, real quick though, listen to WAP though.
Listen,
always
to that shit.
Stream it.
Play that
Stream
shit.
it all the time.
Unbothered.
I wish we were outside, so we could
Yeah.
listen to that
And
outside.
bust
Being
it
like,
outside.
I was like, that shit will go off
I
at like
feel
a day
like we
brunch.
Okay, the first time we hear that or any of the bops that have dropped this year out and about,
the first brunch,
it's
and they
over
play
with.
Unbothered. I'm going off and I'm
Period.
buying Hennessy shots for
Period.
3 people because that's expensive.
Unbothered has to
Include
lead
myself.
into WAP,
Yeah.
though.
Including
See, that's
me.
like the
Pick me.
Yeah. Pick me.
Choose me. Love me.
Oh, that was a good episode.
I know.
like
I'm a Grey's Anatomy fan. Sierra, okay, before we get out of here, we're obviously, like I said in the beginning, we're integrating, a little Snack in the City with Black in the City. So on Snack in the City, every episode,
Good play on words.
Thank you.
Oh.
I know it was all Jordan. But we get advice in our advice column, and so we read the stories and we provide some advice to the people. So Sierra is on advice duty, so she gonna read us from the column today. I don't even know what to expect. I don't know what the story is.
Let me lubricate my throat.
Oh, Zetus Lapidus. Okay.
Throat gotta be lubricated.
Wagwan this week. Wagwan.
Let's do it.
See.
What's going? Oh, it's a lot to take in. Hold on, honey. Oh, it's a talk that talk. Oh, let me
Come on, talk that talk.
Let me get comfortable and let me fix my beach buns. Where?
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Let me fix
Product placement.
Hey. Okay. Flips hair. We all have that one friend who is a little late to the maturity party. Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Man.
Rude. Don't talk about me. I am that friend, and I have always been that friend. I did not write this. Okay. I was the last out of my friends to kiss a boy in elementary school.
Aw, in
I think I might
elementary
have kissed a
school.
white boy or something. That wasn't me.
Oh, I wasn't doing
that's a lot to
it
take
then.
in. The last to develop beyond a bird chest in high school definitely was not me. And the last to lose my virginity in college. My friends didn't make it past junior year in high school. It's a real thing that happened, sis. They was busting it open.
I mean,
I was like second to last.
okay.
I was last. I've always been okay with being the late bloomer. I'm comfortable with doing things at my own pace, and I think everyone should be also. Last year, I stumbled upon a pleasure coach on Instagram.
Come on, pleasure coach.
What's going on? I was inspired by how open and knowledgeable she was when it came to sex. She was the complete opposite of me.
See, not
what
taboo.
Is about to happen here? I didn't quite bloom
stressed.
into the sexual butterfly that some do. I had my first orgasm at age 23. It's
that's
okay.
all right.
It's okay, sis. That was after discovering this pleasure coach and discovering myself.
Go ahead, girl.
After that, I opened up like a book.
Hey.
Though I was still reserved when it came to having sex with others, I became an
all
expert
for
when it became to
a
my
long
own
time.
body. I began
That's where it
to
starts.
experiment. Yeah, I began to experiment with toys,
Yay.
lubes, and more.
Come on, girl.
I
Yes.
learned what felt good to me, and I now know exactly how to bring myself to the climax.
Come
There you
on,
go.
sis.
Go
Don't
with
depend
that
on others.
fast.
Don't depend on others.
Tell your testimony,
Don't do
girl.
it. Tell it. Okay, 2 minutes max. Like I mentioned before, I haven't had that much sex in my life. I'm just not drawn to let anyone into my space.
Quality over quantity.
Come on.
Fact.
Especially since I am an expert at my own pleasure. What's the point?
Period, poo.
Last month, I met someone who changed all of that, and they have a vagina.
Oh, plot twist.
Come on.
You better, girl.
Did you purposely pick this? Because I'm on the pod today.
I don't know. Jordan picked some. He said the viewers.
The viewers like you. Okay? We met via Twitter, and though I don't usually do so, I sent the first message. Okay, girl?
Come on, DM slide.
Come on,
Yeah.
slide up in it. I was drawn to them, and I didn't think anything would come from it, but they asked if I wanted to hang out sometime.
Yes, you do.
After texting for just a week, we decided to meet up.
Come on.
We hit it off instantly, and I never thought soulmates actually existed until that day.
Yeah.
Two girls always think that.
I've heard that. Our shallow text conversations reached new depths, and I learned so much in those hours.
Dang.
They told me
Oh, I
more
have
about
so
their
much to say
identity
already.
as a non-binary individual and encouraged me to
Ooh.
do more research on the topic.
Okay.
I've never consciously been attracted to a non-binary person.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't know what non-binary truly meant until I met B. Okay, B?
Come on, B.
Oh.
But even in their flaws, they are perfect to me.
Ooh.
Even the annoying things that they do are somehow endearing. I
Wow.
want them in every way possible, but I'm afraid.
Oh.
I mean, our community's small. I know these people. I bet you.
Aha, let's find out who it is. Like I mentioned, my sexuality was a slow rolling journey, and it only led to a one-way street to myself. If I had to let anyone into my sexual
all fluid.
space, it would most definitely be B. A BB. But what would that mean for me? I don't want fear to keep me from such a good thing.
It shouldn't.
But I'm such a novice.
Novice. You were right.
Come on, novice, because I went to college to get more knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, when it comes to relationships and sex, I don't want to ruin what B and I have. We're supposed to spend our first night together in a week, and I'm terrified to talk to them about this. I know that I have to
communicate.
break that ice.
Got
But
you.
how? First of all, you got to get some hookah. Okay. Should I just go with the flow and see where it goes? Maybe they won't want to mess around at all. Should I hit them with a we need to talk? Don't do that.
Don't do that. Those
I don't
wrong
want to
words.
stress them out or agitate them. Should I embed it in a joke?
No.
That's what I would do.
We
Do
know
all
you a
these
clown.
questions, right? Do all these questions mean that I am simply not ready? How do I initiate this? I need help. Please help. Signed, Confused Kitty, female, 24.
Well, okay. You know what?
Confused
Okay,
Kitty
just to
with
be clear,
2 Ks.
she had not been with a woman. Then
No.
she got
But she's interested
Curious.
in a non-binary person.
yes,
That's what she said.
and now
Okay.
she is
Gonna hang out.
wants to be, but she
She
said
wanna
like they're
hang out.
everything.
Yes,
and she's really
feeling
attracted
that.
She want
to
to hang
them.
a few things
Yes.
out.
Okay, you get to go first, Liv. Go ahead. What's your advice
Ugh,
to our pal? What
this
did you
is a
say?
great- this is a
Confused
great
kitty?
placement. of
Confused Kitty.
Yeah.
oh goodness.
How are we going to help her get it unconfused?
Give her some advice.
First thing,
How should
I
she
think
talk about
I'm
it?
like I'm gonna applaud her for like going out there and like really just like I don't know. I believe sex and relationships is exploration.
Yeah.
Like you exploring yourself, learning yourself, and like I said, it's fluid. So there's a lot of stuff that's gonna go on. Like you don't have to like cater to one thing. So applauding her for getting out there and being like I want to
try
try
it out.
some stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I want to roll the dice.
I think I definitely can understand the connection of like I don't know. I've been with a lot of women, and there is naturally just like I
on,
don't know.
being
We
with a
listen.
lot of women,
we
girl.
listen. I'm in a relationship. I just want to make sure she knows I said that.
Right.
I am
She
very
said,
much
"My girl
taken
gonna beat
and
my
in love.
ass when I get home." Come
But
on,
I do
love.
understand like women, we listen, we smell good, we're good company. So I
know, our
totally
hair is
understand.
soft.
Yeah, like I totally get that first connection. And don't like just write that off. Like
Jordan was
it's
like,
real.
"Yeah, y'all do smell good. Y'all soft."
Don't be in my bathroom using
We're
my
soft,
perfume.
you know, we're compassionate, you know. And I think that she should just keep embracing like all the feelings. So like I said, it's like exploration. So you kind of have to go through it to really figure out what you want. I think she definitely has a strong connection, and there is something there that keeps her drawn. And I think that should kind of be the foundation for going into how to have this conversation, because it's not an easy conversation to have necessarily, but it sounds like her and B already have a good connection. I think just be honest. I think the best thing to do is just say, hey, I kind of am feeling a little nervous. This is my first time, but I'm really into you, because I feel like the way you described your relationship, I don't think it's going to be bad. Also, I think that women, when we have a good connection, we know how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're just honest, I have a feeling that B is attracted to you too. I think that once you say something, and if you need to have like a little liquor to kind of give you some courage, just to kind
Okay.
of really,
Always choose Hennessy.
yes,
Girl, that's
Well,
all I need.
that might lead
hey, that
to
really
some other
does.
things.
That really does work. I'm just gonna
She's
say.
like, I'm gonna advocate for that.
Yeah, advocate for
And then I
that.
think just see where it goes after that. I feel like, first of all, when me and my girl got together, before we got together, we were doing these like, we would be on FaceTime till like 6 a.m.
Oh, that's true love, because I don't like to face.
It's exactly, because everybody who I
She don't
told,
even really
because we were
FaceTime
trying to
me
do
for
the
real.
thing
She
where it's
be
like,
like-
nah, I was like, I don't know if she
Yeah,
likes
I
me,
put the
guys.
phone
I don't know if
down.
she's into women. I don't know. And I was like, they're like, well, you guys talk. I was like, yeah, we talked from like 8 to 6 a.m. They were like, nigga,
No,
she
she likes
likes
you,
you,
my guy.
They were
What?
like, because
I
if she didn't
wouldn't
like you, she
bet.
could have been like, hey, I'll text
Bitch,
you
I'll call you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. The fuck?
Yes,
No
like
sleeps, or you just was talking the whole
we
time.
were up on FaceTime till 6 a.m. and wasn't no fucking COVID going on. We could have easily been hanging out. But we're just
on the
on, you know,
phone.
yeah.
Y'all
So
got
if
some
you're
good
already
batteries.
having
Yes, right.
conversations, already hanging out, like that person wants to be in your presence. It just takes some just communicate. We ended up basically, I just had to kind of say how I felt and kind of put it all out there.
Yeah.
After I almost ruined it and said the wrong thing, and I was like, I just need to be honest, because I was trying to say something completely different, and I was like, this is stupid. This is ruining it.
Right.
I said
thinking
the
too
truth,
much. Yeah.
and it was like, oh, she feels the same.
Me
Oh my
too.
God, this is better. Like,
Bro, we
love
on the
it.
phone for 10 hours.
Bitch.
Hey,
we
we
go together.
my
We
friends
go
together.
Right.
We
We
go
on
my friends were
together.
for real. Like, what the fuck are you talking? They were like,
Running
nigga,
up
she
my
could have said,
minutes.
text me. And I was
Right.
like, you're right.
You running up my
right,
minutes.
My
Yes.
anytime minutes, just anytime.
Okay.
And then I feel like if you're already attracted to each other and spending time, once you kind of open up that like floodgate, no pun intended, it's just
Hey,
it's gonna go.
come on,
Like you
floodgate.
don't gotta
Oh, come
you don't
on,
gotta worry
floodgate.
about it. It's gonna do its thing. I really do
love
think
that.
I'm into it.
I mean, that's what I would have said. I would only tack on and say like, don't try to embed it in a joke if like that's like not your style. Sierra could totally do that because
I was gonna say her comedic timing is on point.
could do that.
I did one shot at Hennessy.
Everybody-
so I was like,
everybody
what do you think about
came.
you and me?
Okay, right. Everybody
Yeah.
can't do that shit. So
If it
that's
don't work,
not
I'll
your,
call an Uber. It's not a thing.
okay, if that's not your preferred method of communication, whereas Sierra's whole method of communication is jokes, then it might not work for you. So I would just, echo what Liv said. Just be honest.
Be honest in your
it's
own
better.
way.
Exactly. It's better to tell a person, because even you don't have to like make it weird. You don't have to hit them with that we need to talk. Like, but it is important.
That'll make it way too intense.
Exactly.
For no reason.
But you do need to level set. Like, hey, like I'm new in this space. I'm new with other people in general, and
But
so
I would also like to
everything is new.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Right, but
After-
I am
I'm
still
telling you, the
trying to drop
floodgates
this vagina off.
You gonna
But
go.
I just want to drop it off.
Just be easy, be gentle, be nice. Like
Yeah.
understand where I'm at, but I'm 100% here with you. But I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, and I want to be honest. And there's nothing wrong with that.
You describe that just like a master's degree.
Thanks, girl.
I just wanna be
I went to
clear
college to get more knowledge.
that we are here in a space and holding space.
I love using my work
the two
words
of
for
us.
real life. I just want to make sure that we're aligned.
I just want to make sure that we're holding space for each other.
Okay.
And I would like you to share this Hennessy with me.
and I will happily follow up with you after the fact to make sure that we're still on the same page. So you
Yes.
something.
Yeah, just to give you
I can hit you with the post game notes.
Yeah. I like it.
Dang, do
Yeah,
people
so
give updates after this when they usually? I need this
We
person to
gonna
write back.
find out.
I want
I
to
need
know.
them too. We gonna
I
see.
need it. I need it bad in my life, but it's a real thing.
Stupid.
But really though, I think that just honestly, I feel like people need to be more honest about what they
Honesty
want.
is the best
Like,
policy.
I mean, people out here tricking and playing games, but at the end of the day,
Come on,
you ain't
trick it.
gotta lie to kick it. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
honesty is sexy. Like, you
It
tell me,
is.
if you
Yes.
just like, if you say, I just want you for the weekend.
Cool, I might be with the shit too.
I might accept. I might not. I might choose to get
At least you'll know.
Malaysian food instead. But at least I know if it's worth it.
Right, you don't got to finesse. Most people are usually on the same page as you are, but we be thinking that they aren't. So then people be selling dreams and lying and all kinds of shit. When really, like, if you say you just want to drop some dick off, I might be like, cool, that's fine. I was all right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking for nothing else.
And
but
it's
you think you got to
fine.
do
You
all
can
the
do
other
it.
shit. We don't need none of that.
Next thing you know, you got a shotgun wedding. Ho!
Brutal.
Hennessy for everybody.
Hell no. I can't deal. Okay, I know we have to get out of here because I can't see the clock, but I know we've been on here for a while. But before we go, I needed to say something else, which I just forgot, but don't worry about me. That is the one.
Nope.
Oh,
Yes.
what is the name for the food? We got to tell you guys
Yes,
again.
let's do it again because
Just to make sure.
In the meantime, Liv is going to tell us about what she has coming up next,
Yeah,
or
you
what
are.
we should be looking out for. Should people be watching her video multiple
Oh,
times?
got you.
The
Like
food.
us?
You can find them on Instagram at urbanfreshfood.co.
Yes.
And you can follow them on Instagram for more news and details where you can go ahead and get community meals for free on the south side of Seattle. The food was amazing. I would
Right.
eat more of it, but I ate before I came because I forgot about the food here. So I cooked, but it was really good.
Oh
And
no!
I really
put
liked
your
it.
plate on mine.
Sierra
because
says she's going to take my plate
At the end
home.
of the day, we ain't gonna lie to you about no food because we eat.
Yeah, if it ain't
So,
good, we
eat.
would
So if it wasn't
talk about
nasty,
it.
we would cancel the video and we would be like, we
Reshoot.
didn't
It's a
eat
no for
nothing.
me, dog.
We're actually all on a
A
water
diet?
fast
Right, a diet.
that
Okay.
includes rum and pineapple Fanta.
That shit was busting. That's true. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I busted open for that.
follow our pals with the fresh food. Let us know how it goes. We're happy to hear all your feedback. But like Sierra said, Liv, tell them where they can find you on social
Yes,
media,
everything,
Yes.
what
all
you
the
got
things,
going
all the
on,
All right.
platforms.
all the things.
Liv_music with the Q on all platforms.
Love it.
Please be on the lookout. I have new music dropping soon. I was able to put my brain together during some of this COVID stuff, and I think
Love
the
it.
songs are gonna really, I don't know, it just kind of talks about where the hell I was during all this. Until then, please keep watching the video. I was saying today, like, for the positivity, for getting away from all the crazy stuff happening.
It's really
just
a vibe.
Play that to
You need
like
it.
be happy. But yeah, please be on the lookout. I got some shit coming soon for real. Thank you guys
We're
for
there
this is
for it.
this
If
is
you
hell
love
fun. I'm
Black
laughing
women,
a lot.
watch that video.
Hell yes.
It literally
Yes.
felt, honestly, from the first like frame of the music video, because I didn't watch it till today, right before the episode, but like I felt like you feel very seen and validated. Like the first scene is this whole room of like chocolate women. There's this black woman everywhere,
Right.
braids everywhere, Afro
Yes.
puffs
So
everywhere,
many different
curls
facets of
everywhere,
black
like
women,
just
like-
all kinds of black women. And I feel like we don't see that a lot. You know, all shades of black women, all kind of hair types, textures, styles. Like
Right.
We
just
need more.
everything that makes you feel like who you are was like immediately represented, and I felt that really quickly, and I really appreciate that. So if you, just
will
need
be
a,
seen in
you'll
this
feel
video.
good
Thank you.
watching the video.
Yes.
I was singing along like I had known the song already. I was by the time the chorus came around again, I was like, oh, me.
Shoot. I'm gonna be
Me?
playing that when I'm making my
Me?
green smoothies tomorrow morning. So it'll be cool.
Okay. Issa
Hell yes.
Bob.
It's a pleasure and an honor to have you
Thank
sitting
you
with
guys.
us.
This was
Oh,
Yes.
I laughed a
We're
lot.
sitting amongst stars.
honestly, I feel like
But don't forget,
Ditto.
you
price
know, when you
just
get
went
that
up.
first meal, you know what I'm
No.
saying? You know, we'll come and we'll drink Hennessy in the background of all your parties.
Period.
Oh, I'm
Let us
telling you,
know.
the next
We'll do
party
it.
video. I
We're
got you
there.
guys. I got you.
Love it.
Videos, whatever, okay? Speaking to the mayor, whatever you need, we'll drink Hennessy in the background.
She said, speaking to the
Just
mayor.
I'd be like,
Hey guys, I need y'all
yeah,
to drink Hennessy
right.
during this
Whatever
interview.
She said, it's right.
Pooh. Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. Period. Pooh. We just gonna be back there. Period.
Period. Yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that.
And what?
Let's repeat it again. Shit. Listen to Black women.
So stupid.
So, yes.
Did we say all the things we had to say, Sierra? Did we do our job?
We said our things. You guys already know. Follow us at Black and City Pod
Love
on
it.
the Instagram. Black in the City Pod. I
Thank
know
you.
what it is. Follow us on
Black
there.
and City Pod, I think maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you know
That's
the-
right.
you know
That's
how it
right.
goes. That's
We've
right.
had
Black
a lot
and
of
City
things
Pod.
already, so you know what?
It's fine.
Y'all know by now. If you
Sponsored by
don't know, I don't know what to tell you. You know.
If you don't know, now you know, nigga.
If you
Hell
don't
yeah.
know,
There we
we've
go.
had 31 episodes. If y'all don't know where to find us yet, you're really asleep. You can find
Yeah,
us
wake
on,
up.
you know what, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast app, like everything that
Everybody
could
at
exist.
your mama's
Spotify.
house, at daycare.
Okay.
You find us there.
Your aunties listening to us, your grandmama too. I
As the
don't
dog
know.
groomer, you can listen to us.
Shit.
So, shit.
Tune in. May your tummies get flatter and your booties get fatter. And we'll see you next week.